All right, I'll call a regular meeting of the Roxbury Inland Wetlands and Watercourses Commission to order for Tuesday, August 24th, 2021. Where did the summer go? Somebody tell me.
Not over yet.
Seating of members, Rob, you want to start?
Rob Horrigan.
Andy Engel.
John Smoliger.
And I'm Russ Dorenzo, and I chair the commission, and we do have a quorum. And we'll have a quorum when John has to step down on the land trust application. Communications from the public. Go ahead.
Oh.
Pals, you there?
Hello?
Hello, we hear you.
Oh, this is Alex.
Hey, Alex, it says you're pals. What are you?
Oh, no, he gave me a link. He should be logged in too.
I'm here.
Oh, there we go.
All right. So communications from the public. Are you speaking for that or?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no, I'm
what's-
doing the job. I'm doing the job over there. At
All
Pell's
right,
house.
then be quiet. You're not up yet.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Go black out, will you?
I
Nice
don't know
job
how
in
to use this
Bridgewater,
thing.
Alex. Nice job with the pond. I like what
Thank
I
you.
see. Yep.
Thank you.
All
Getting
right,
there.
next, approval of the minutes from the regular meeting from July 27th, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Next, old business. You want to pull it up, Julie, or is it only showing halfway on my phone?
Nope. Let me scroll down there.
All right, too much, too far.
No, we're getting there. It is.
No, that's
First-
the minutes. Go back up.
I was going to go back. I actually have a copy of the application too. Oh, come on.
But I need to see the, yeah, I need to see the minutes.
Okay, can you
I
see
mean,
that?
I need, yeah, I need to, there you go.
See the application?
No, I just stopped there.
Okay.
All right, James and Jennifer Berry, 236 South Street, tree cutting. I went and looked while they were doing it. They're almost done. Good job. Have no issues. Move on to Jody Friedman, South Street, map 17, lot 64, single family dwelling.
Okay.
You should bring this up.
All right.
It's the map. And anybody who's asleep should pay attention. I went out and looked at this with my good friend, Olivia Cody. Of course, I questioned that people driving by saw this old guy going in the woods with this young girl, but nobody beeped. So we were good. But Olivia and I went out there, and we find it to be a very tight site, very tight. There's rock ledge all around. They kind of want to put the house in between all the rock ledge. And it is amazing that when you look at a plan and you go out there, you know, it's bouncing around, but go up a little. I have no problem with the driveway, but you see the house, you see the tight contours to the right corner. That's all bedrock ledge. There definitely will need to be some kind of rock removal. I predict through a machine with a, you know, the thing that bangs on it. I'm wondering why, and is the applicant on?
Yeah, it says John Mack, but John Mack is away this week, so it's Charlie Spath from Stewart Summers Company.
Hi, Charlie. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good. You're just as good, Charlie. So My question, Charlie, and as you know, wetland commissioners have to look at feasible and prudent alternatives. Why not cross the stream and go to the larger area across the stream?
I'd have to talk to the client about that. This was based on a plan that I think was formally approved a while, like probably 10 years ago. And on this side of the stream, that is where I believe the house should go. There's a flat spot on the top. It's actually a garage under, which makes it work with the driveway. I'd have to talk to the client, but I don't know if they were intending to do a stream crossing. They were trying to keep it rather simple. And regarding the ledge out there, they'd probably rip it out with a tooth or a hammer, like you said.
Right. And how big is the house? How many square feet? Do we know?
Well, it's basically, yeah, we do have a plan on, but it's 46. The footprint is 46 by out to the garage is 50. So it's kind of deep.
So Rob, do your math, Rob. 46 by 50?
Well, here, I'll just,
2,100.
okay.
2,100.
That's
So
the-
it's not he's amazing, I'll tell you. So it's not a big house.
The human calculator.
He is amazing. So it's not a big house, Charlie?
No, it's not a big house. This is actually the retirement home they're planning to put here, and they're looking to start in the next year or two. So there is, the site work regarding the driveway. There is some fill for the driveway, and I believe anything that comes out of the house hole will be used for the driveway. So I don't think we're going to be bringing much on site. There was detention added last week. John, I don't believe had any detention on here, but there is detention that was added down next to the entrance to the driveway on the right. And the footing roof drain, mostly the roof drain, is directed down along the edge of the driveway, the right side of the driveway, to this underground detention. And also there is a yard drain there.
Yeah, and the roof drain's going to the ground, right?
Yes.
Anybody have any questions?
Russ, that stone wall looks like a pretty good barrier between the stream and the construction.
It's not in good shape, though. That's my issue, is I don't really have a problem with this plan. I understand. If it were me who owned the lot, I'd go across the stream, open it up so I could have a pool or whatever, but it's not my plan. But my worry and Olivia's worry was there's no protection for encroachment on the stream. There is a wall there, but it's one of those, farmer walls from the 1700s, not in good condition. It's a good barrier. I agree. Everything is going straight ahead. It's not going towards the stream, but I would like some kind of future way to keep them out of that area from where the wall is to where the stream is. Because as you know, we approve things. Next thing, the wall's blasted out. We got a jacuzzi on the stream, which might be okay with a permit, but I think there either needs to be posts put up with a little sign that regulated area, keep out, or the wall be better built.
Russ, I just wanted to say, this is Olivia. Yeah, I was just going to mention the rock wall. That should probably be built up a little bit higher, maybe, if they do like the work there and blast it and all that, just to protect the stream.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Russ, I have a question. When you rebuild a stone wall, there's two ways to do it. One is you just restack. The other is they take the whole thing down and they kind of excavate. They do quite a bit of disturbance. Does it look like a wall that could just be restacked?
Yeah, I think it could be restacked with added stone and none of that excavation. I'm just looking for a better a barrier that's more obvious. And an understanding that if we approve this, nothing happens beyond that barrier. not only during construction, but afterwards.
I don't have a problem, raising the stone wall out there in the area of the house, say for 150 feet or so. I think down to the bottom of the plan, the driveway and everything is getting further enough away, and no one's going to encroach in that area. It'd be more up next to the house, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, if they build a house and with the deck out the back and know that they're not going to be able to do much else there.
Yeah.
And don't start encroaching on the stream and clearing, cutting trees, those kinds of things, Charlie. That's what worries me.
Yeah, I mean, the stone wall is a good buffer. It should be. What we can do is add it, which I'm surprised it's not. Oh, it does say to remain. My eyesight's bad. But we can we can enlarge that note and also put a rebuild in that area to 3 feet high, or 3.5 feet, 3 to 3.5 feet high. And we could
that'd be great.
We could put a couple posts out there. They'll disappear after a while, I think, but we could put a couple posts out there so everyone's aware.
No, the wall's fine. It's either a wall,
Okay.
a post, or a fence.
All right.
I'll
Yeah,
leave it up to them. They want to put a fence up instead of the wall. I'm good with that.
Okay.
Anybody on the commission have any other questions?
Yeah, so if we rebuild the wall right there, it's showing that the wall ends kind of, short of where the northern part of the house is. So we're you going to go up beyond that, or?
I think the best thing is we'll rebuild the wall, and instead of disturbing an area, I'm not exactly sure what it looks like beyond it on top of my head right now.
Right.
We could put posts in beyond that point.
Okay. Yep. Sounds fair.
Anybody else? I'll look for a motion to approve this with the following conditions: that either the wall be improved to 3.5 feet, post, or a fence be put up between the house and down to where the driveway takes a turn. So do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do
Second.
I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Thank you.
All right, next is the land trust at the Blue Barns, expansion of the parking lot.
And I'm stepping
John.
down.
John's stepping down. I'm putting Olivia on. So Olivia, you're gonna vote on this one. So it's me, Andy,
Alrighty.
Rob, and Olivia. Olivia, what do you think of what we saw?
I think it would be fine
I agree.
for the parking. So
Yeah, I think the parking lot that's there is really held up well. It's well constructed. As long as they construct it with the same care, I don't see any problem with this application. So Olivia, you want to make a motion?
Hey, Russ, I just have one
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
We were just a little concerned just about the neighbor being notified.
We talked to the neighbors, and they're fine with it.
Okay.
Okay. So
More
Olivia,
pressure
you
off
want to
there.
make a motion?
sure. So just the motion to approve the forgot
Yeah,
what it was called.
say I make a motion to approve this as a regulated activity.
Okay, so I approve this motion as a regulated activity.
Do I have a second? No seconds? Come on, guys. You asleep already?
I'll second.
All right. Any discussion? I vote to waive the fee because the land trust is a valued partner in the town. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're good to go.
Thank
We'll
you.
go on we'll go on to new business.
So Russ, I was wondering, is it all right if I go? I'm still at work right now, so can I be out for the new part and just listen to the minutes when
Absolutely,
I get
because
home?
absolutely, we'll have to do a site walk anyway.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks for
Have a
joining,
good night.
so we miss you. Bye. So Pels, what is it you want to do?
This is an application to do for the most part exactly what you previously approved on the site. I need to move the stock area that was previously approved. Remember, these lots were in common ownership before. They are no longer owned by the Hazeltines. So I had Alex do a plan to move the stockpile area. Sorry, there's a motorcycle going by. I'm pulled over to do this meeting.
Where are you?
The
South
stockpile
Dakota?
is, I'm in Middlebury of all places. I'm in the suburbs in Middlebury.
Okay.
So if you go to the contractor plan, you'll see there are two differences to the plan that you previously approved. It's the stockpile area. We added a temporary construction road, which will be used to get the excavator in to dredge the pond. And then I also added an electrical conduit coming down to the pond without aeration. This pond is just going to be green pea soup again. So I need to have, I don't want a fountain. I just want a bubbler in the pond to keep the water moving around. This is the same planting plan you approved that Sam and Brian, all the engineering is from Brian's plan. Again, Bill didn't do this work before he sold the house to me. He did actually do the riprap work. And he finished the construction of the stone walls in the plan that you had previously approved as a after the fact plan. All the invasives that were cut have started to grow back. They're about between 2 and 3 feet high at this point. And again, this is a replanting and a removal of invasives with the wet meadow mix, all the things you guys want.
Okay. How are we going to stop those evasives from coming back?
Well, so, this is something I have discussed with a few people. All the roots are in the ground there. So, some people have told me if I put a tarp over it for 6 weeks, I'll kill it off after I cut it again. Other people have told me to just cut it, plant the wet meadow mix. You're gonna have to cut it a couple times to keep that woody growth from reestablishing itself.
Yeah,
and
Pels,
the wet meadow mix should grow faster.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
breaking up. You're breaking up.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
At least for me.
Tell you what we're gonna do, Russ, if you want.
Yeah, because I can't really hear him. I don't know if other people have the same issue or if it's me.
Yep. After we go into the site, do the temporary road, the construction road. Once we set that up and we do the mowing around the pond, once we start the excavation, all that's getting hauled off site after it gets dewatered. So we're pretty much left with a clean slate. And then we have the wetlands mixes we're going to put down with hay and seed. And once it gets watered, it's going to be established. So there shouldn't really be invasives.
All right. Anybody on the commission have any questions?
Yeah, I do. This map that I'm looking at, is this the site we're talking about?
Yeah, that's the survey for 220.
That's the A2.
Okay, and that.
Yeah,
that
Pels, you're just breaking up. We can't really hear you.
Right.
But where's the temporary road coming in?
That's the A2. We have another another map. You should have 3 copies of it. It shows a construction road. It should show the new stockpile. I got that annotated on the new map. Yep. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
So that's the revision that we made. And that shows the construction road, the dewatering pile, and the conduit running down.
Okay. Anybody else have questions? Because we got to go look at this, gang. So, but anybody has questions, now's the time to let the applicant know what your concerns are,
Russ,
or we go look at it and we could discuss it at next meeting.
Any wildlife living in the
Russ?
pond right now?
frogs. I mean, have you seen that pond? It's probably 1.5 feet deep at the most
They're
right now.
Usually when we dewater the pond, we do it slowly, not rapidly, so they have time to kind of find their new place of home. That's how we've been doing them in the past.
Okay.
Instead of just going right into work, you kind of dewater it, let it settle a little bit, dewater it, let it settle, and then we slowly go to work to kind of minimize the impact pretty much.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
guys, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
You guys did a site visit.
Pels, I can't hear you.
4 weeks ago,
unfortunately,
whatever it was, shoot. Yeah,
I
you guys
know
did
the
a site visit like 5 weeks ago.
Pels, this is a new application. By law, it requires a whole new, it's a regulated activity. We need to go look at it.
Okay. Yep, I get it.
Yep.
Okay.
Not my rule. So
Understood.
who wants to go look at it?
I'll go, Lenora.
Great,
I'll take a look.
Lenora. That's great. All right. Anybody else?
I'll take a look.
Okay. Great. Pels, when could they come? Or Alex, Alex, you want to be there when they go?
Yeah, I would like to be there since I'm doing the work, just so I could answer questions, I think that'd probably be the best. So,
Absolutely. So is it set to go? I mean, could they schedule this, or do you need time to stake anything? We don't really need it staked if you're
pretty
out
much,
there.
if you call me, I'll be able to answer what needs to get done, and that's it. So just pretty much, if you want to share my contact information or whatever I have to do, I'll be there.
What you should do is email your contact information to Karen at Land Use. And
Okay.
she will share it with Andy and Lenora.
Yep, that's
Hey, Russ,
fine.
I have one question. Is this something we might consider just like maintenance, a maintenance activity for the pond as of right?
That's what I applied for, was for maintenance dredging.
But they're building a road, Rob. I don't care.
No, it's a temporary.
If you guys want to,
No.
if
The
you guys
road-
want to look at it that way, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a question. That's all.
Yeah, the road I'm putting in just like I do any other kind of construction site, pond, whatever. I put in a temporary road so the trucks go on it so we can haul the material off site. And then when we're done.
Why don't we do this? Like,
Yeah.
you can't do anything for 15 days per law anyway, because
Yep.
people have the right to request a public hearing. Although it never happens, but you never know. But we can't approve it. Maintenance or not, it's a regulated activity. So if you have your site walk with Andy and Lenora within 15 days and they're okay with it, then the commission can approve this now based on their site walk. And then 15 days from today, you could start work. Does that work, fellas?
Yes.
Right? You didn't want to start tomorrow, did you? Things are very wet. Not a good idea anyway.
Could we have a little time?
All right. So everybody okay with that idea?
I am, yes.
Yeah.
The only thing
Maybe we
I
can
wanted
do
to
it
say
after
was,
work, 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that, one day next week.
Yes.
Well, you'll coordinate that with Karen through Land Use and Andy and Lenora. Rob, what was your question?
I drive by this pond, probably 4 times a day.
Yeah.
And I would just like to really reiterate that I'd like to make sure that Alex, that you drain this slowly so the wildlife can get out of there.
Well, Rob, if you drive by it every day, why don't you meet Alex and you
That's-
make the call?
That's fine.
Yeah,
All right, Alex, hook up with
can't-
Rob
yeah.
Horgan
What's
as soon
that?
as you can. Hook up with Rob Horgan as soon as you
Oh, okay.
can. And Rob, go ahead and make the motion.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve this as a maintenance activity based on
And that they wait 15 days for a public notice request.
okay.
Second,
Second.
any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
It might
Thank
be
you,
good for
everybody.
Lenora.
Alex, yeah, Pels has my number.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get it to you,
Call.
Alex. No problem.
All right, that's fine. Just let me know when I'm there.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, Julie, I have to add one thing for a request for an extension onto the agenda. What's
Okay.
that name and address?
You're looking at Barish at
Can you-
143 North Street. They're requesting a 2-year extension for for work that's being done.
Okay, so I look for a motion to add this onto the agenda.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So this is the one on North Street, just past Judge Bridge Road, where they put in a driveway to build an art studio. Am I right, Julie?
Yeah.
Yes,
So they
that is
got-
correct.
Yep, they got the driveway in, everything's set, it looks great, I looked at it, but they don't have the art studio up yet. So the building they want to do really wasn't the big deal with the application, it was the driveway, and that
Right.
was done. So I see no reason why we wouldn't grant this 2-year extension.
I agree.
Yeah, sounds
Go
fine.
ahead and make a motion.
Make a motion to grant the 2-year extension on this application or approval.
Second,
Second?
anybody's, okay. All in favor? Aye.
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 Anything else, Julie?
No, that's it. You can adjourn whenever you feel like it.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
So
Second.
moved.
Second.
Second. Hey, everybody, try to make it to the volunteer picnic.
Yeah.
I did tell Barb that the speeches kind of turn people away. We'd like to just drink and eat hot dogs and not listen to political crap. So I hope everybody can come because it's always great to see everybody, you know? All right. See you all later.
Take care.
Aye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.